Marley, so they'll re-rack it, do it all over again as Larry Sinovori goes in against Wang for the Firebirds, and it's Simon Wang for the Generals who will dump the puck in. Buckley in after it. Around the boards and played out just across the blue line. Wang got a stick on it for the Gens. Blake Smith takes a bump from Larry Sinovori as Kostov will dump it into the Oshawa end. Oster out to play it. Didn't get all of it, neither did Morelli as it got by him. And Martin will keep it in the Oshawa zone. Slashed at by Buckley. Simon Wang will come up with it. Pass for Buckley. Made it to his stick, but he couldn't do much with it. Now the Generals fire it in, start a change. Buckley remains on the forecheck. Podrekar will reverse it his own other way. He wants off, he'll dump it in. Franson will remain on the forecheck. Puts a bump on Fellinger. Frolov turns with it in his own corner away from Costello, and he'll start ahead. Long pass to the Generals' blue line, broken up by Morelli. Anthony Figliomeni digging for it, got his first OHL goal to start the new year against Owen Sound. And he'll take a puck at center and didn't get it in quite deep enough, but it's dumped in by the Firebirds. That will be an icing ahead to Torrance, who will dump it in and head off on a change. Blake Smith. And for Martin. Rogowski got his long stick in the way of that. Simon Wang will go off the boards and out to center, where Brooks Rogowski will skate onto it. Toms had to stop up the blue line waiting. Couldn't control the pass. Mania up the far side. Sent ahead by Kostov, but Simon Wang turns inside his own blue line with it. The big defender will get it back from Luca Morelli. Wang will skate in himself, take a long shot. That one created a rebound out front. Toms couldn't backhand it towards the goal. Centered to Rogowski, and he shot it 5 feet wide. Wang steps up. Getting around him, though, was Zarowski, but he gave the puck away at the Oshawa line, and Morelli will start it right back the other way. Off of Brooks Rogowski and in. Fellinger will go back for it. Off for the Flint Firebirds.
Game number 99 today for Matthew Wang, having a fantastic weekend. 4 points in 2 games this weekend, 3 goals.
Kostov jumped ahead on the faceoff, almost got a break, but Morelli was able to tie him up. And Simon Wang sets up behind his net. Plays with the King Rebellion, but they're not playing for them. Gets a call up here as Seneca trying to get around the outside. Turns in the corner away from Mania. Centered it out front. No one in the slot for Oshawa. Comes to the point to Morelli. He turns with it there. Down for Torrance. Pass back for Wang. It's into the neutral zone. He'll find Morelli. Chips it for Seneca. Beckett Seneca cuts ahead and then cut off by Kostov. Then we'll sit. For the second time this period, we get 4-on-4. It's Sinovori and Barlow this time, which I think would set up Seneca and Ritchie together 4-on-4, which would be fun. We will see. Here's Matthew Mania. Starts ahead. Big Nathan Aspall, 6'7". Cuts towards that. Good stick there, though, by Simon Wang. Take that away, and Wang, who's up there in the height category as well.
6'6" and growing.
So they basically eye to eye with Aspinall.
Might be 6'7" since we made our notes, to be honest.
And will come up with the puck. Near side for Reed, and he'll skate it ahead. Chipped a bit too far for himself, though. Morelli, who just got off the bench, able to bat that away, and Rogowski turns with it at center. Now we'll start in. Brooks Rogowski. Spun around by Blake Smith. Reed sends it around the board. Simon Wang waits for it there. Will play it in deep for Rogowski in the corner. Morelli calling for it. One-timer. That got through. Rebound. They score!
The puck, and how about this for an NHL caliber shot? Beckett Seneca beats Noah Bender, and the Generals with the early power play goal make it 3-0.
Condon the other way. Shot blocked by Wang, and Sinovori will come up with it. So Beckett Seneca, the guy that got Shane Hollins had fired up talking by Team Canada. Might get some executives at Hockey Canada fired as a result of him not being made there.
Listen, hey, like I said in the intermission, roster selection could be debated. To me, the lack of preparation from the top down was the real downfall.
Here's Simon Wang. He looks ahead, rips a pass that Clattenburg got a stick on. Back the other way, Petrie gives to Clattenburg. Around the outside, will take it around the net. And Clattenburg still with it. Works back to the point. Long shot there by Podrekar. That one didn't miss by much through the crowd. Pass back by Petrie through his legs. Will get by everybody. Buckley on a race for it, but Bender will come out and play it. Rodriguez this time will get to center and dump it in. Frolov back for it. Back quickly by Costello. Here's Figliameni around the net. Anthony Figliameni threw it in front. Comes back to the point, waiting for it. Morelli. He finds Toms. Looking back for Morelli. Comes to Simon Wang. Tried to throw it into the corner. Went off of a stick. And Reed will pick it up behind his net. Skates away from Graham. Look out. Almost gave it away right in the slot. Reed back on it. This time met by a bump from Figliameni. And Anthony Figliameni drawing some real raves from the Gens, both their bench and their team. As Graham in with a hit ahead of him. Now a lead pass for Buckley. Matthew Buckley waits, gives to Barlow. Barlow trying to hook it back out front for Buckley. That's broken up. Gens in the midst of a change. That'll give former Sudbury Wolf Evan Conyon a little bit of time with it. Podrekar, his shot never made it through. Rebound came out. Torrance will find that. Start back the other way with Ritchie and Seneca. Torrance pokes it through, and look out, breakaway chance now. Kostoff all alone on Oster. Stopped by Jacob Oster. Kostoff can't believe it. He had all kinds of time. Settles it down, leaves it for Sandu. Sandu back for Beckett Seneca. Seneca trying to center that for Ritchie, who backed off, covering the point for Sandu, who was in deep. Now a chance. Thibodeau in loose rebound. They stopped by Oster. Blake Smith was there on the doorstep after Thibodeau's rush, and Oster from his backside made the save. Here's Sandu. Shovels to center and sends it in. So a couple of great shots for Oshawa in the second period, and now a great save to go along with it from Jacob Oster.
Yeah, you combine that with the Kostoff breakaway. Flint has had some high-quality scoring chances through the first half of this middle frame. Jacob Oster has been good.
Dumped in off the stick of Conyon. Oster will play it himself. Conyon got a back on that. Collins will take a shot, but Oster back into the crease, recovers, makes the save. 12:51 to go. The overhead came back.
Ethan Thompson, Mike Luck, the two guys most certain that that puck was in the back of the net at the point of release. Beautiful shot, beautiful goal, his second of the game.
Didn't want to sound like an idiot screaming at a crossbar.
I didn't want them to take away that goal call because it was a beauty.
Clattenburg across the neutral zone, sent in by Nolan Collins. Originally a Pittsburgh draft pick, but went unsigned, the Overager.
Great interview with Adam Dunphy, by the way, in the intermission. Such a well-spoken young man, local product, Whitby native, won a championship with the Whitby Wildcats. So we say this every time, but a special day for him. Brogowski, a goal and 2 assists, 3 points. So the production spread throughout the lineup for these Oshawa Generals here today.
Oshawa with a win and a loss to start the new year. Going sound at home, and then lost in Kingston, giving up 6 straight goals unanswered. A 4-1 lead in that game to lose 7-5 late.
Yeah, a game they were in control of, like right from the very start. I believe the first goal was 17 or 19 seconds into the game, and a 4-1 lead, like you said, Mike, before it all fell apart for the Gens, and Kingston skates away with the victory.
Seneca gives to Simon Wang. No lane, back for Seneca. Here's Wang. He'll let it go. Rebound came out, and Torrance got a good shot away. Great save made by Day. Now here's Seneca. Stops. Gonna make a move around Thibodeau. Still controls. Thibodeau grabs a bit of the sweater. Seneca spins off. Seneca powering down. Now turns away. Still with it. Beckett Seneca controlling. Drops it off for Simon Wang. Lost the handle. Takes it into the corner. Now turns with it, spins it out front, comes back to the point to Morelli. It's all Generals top line control now. Ritchie getting away from Collins. Back to Wang. Generals changing in the offensive zone. Here's Buckley. Morelli. Take it in deep. Plays it for Torrance. He was headed off. Sinavori steps on. Here's Wang in his long shot. Glove save made by Day. He'll hang on. It's there, though. The former Edmonton Oilers defender won 2 Stanley Cups in 87 and 90, so knows what he's doing. His first year behind the bench, helping out the Flint Firebirds defensively.
I'm sure he has some stories.
Yeah, have a guy named Gretzky on your team.
Oh, the good old 80s, right? You ever seen that documentary? I can't remember what it's called. Ride the Bus. The Edmonton Oilers in the late 80s. What a time.
Mania drops it back. Blake Smith will skate it through. He didn't do much with it, gave it away. Here's Ethan Toms with a pair of goals on the game. Back to the point, D'Amato. Cross for Wang, jumping off the bench. Playing around the boards, D'Amato will jump in on the near side. Find room with it. Flint backing off defensively. D'Amato circles the zone, still with it. Here's D'Amato, his shot blocked off the backside of Frolov. Gens will just fire it around the zone again. Franson cut off though by Anderson. Kept it at the point by Simon Wang. Wang walking in, sets it up for Rogowski. The shot, Data save, set up in front. And what a save there. Did it go off the goal post?
Post, yes.
Franson.
Might have got a piece on the way through, though, before the pipe.
Looked like he was all alone down the slot. And Day out of position. Beat the goaltender, not the iron.
Rogowski that close to a 4-point night. Already has his first career 3-point night.
Rogowski pokes it ahead. Figliameni chasing after it. Fellinger will get there first. Caden Petrie. Long lead pass finds Konyan. His long shot. Blocker save made by Oster. It was a big rebound, but no one there. The Gens will get it out to center off the stick of Costello. Matthew Mania back. Gets big.
We'll be home earlier than usual, Mike.
That's right.
Good thing they changed the game times for the gold medal game tonight.
Everything early.
Maybe they did it for Vikings Lions.
Clearing the slate for gold medal game. Will not feature Canada, and interesting, won't feature Sweden either.
Right?
It's Morelli. Looks long. He had Buckley streaking, but the carom won't help. And it'll be an icing call against the Gens.
Well, those Minneapolis, St. Paul do the Americans. So we'll see, though, those pesky Finns. We all know how they can do in one-off type situations, and a big victory for them in overtime against Sweden in their semi yesterday, riding high.
Well, they see size. When you look at Dylan Robrick, Matt Rempe, you can put Aspinall out there. They've got another Swede who's in the 6'7" and 6'8" range too.
Well, yeah. All you need is one of them to hit, right?
Right.
I mean, like, pop off and be a big-time player, and that's quite the asset that you've got.
You might be looking at Brooks Rogowski, too, with his size. He slides down, took Frolov down, and Frolov a little slower to get up. Anderson plays it back. Fellinger looks for Frolov. Tees it up for Reed, and Hayden Reed goes rink wide, trying to rip a pass to Flugans, who would have been alone up the middle. And a great stick there by Oster as Flugans had Hayden Reed down the slot. Here's Simon Wang. Didn't get the shot away. Franson just backhands it wide of the goal. Still a bit, but it'll be Barlow who comes up with it. And Colby Barlow will dump it in, chase after it himself. Gives big Blake Smith a ride into the end boards. Away with it is Matthew Mania. Stops, waits for help. Good back check, though, by Barlow. We've seen a couple of those from the Jets' first rounder today.
Rounding out his game, it's never too late to continue to improve. NHL drafted, signed, does not matter. Keep getting better.
Konyan trying to center it. Good stick there by Sinavori. Taking a chance away from the slot. Padrekar. Collins. Urban Padrekar threw it in front. It's in the crease. It's in the glove of Oster. He's got it. With 12, easy to see him, not easy to hit him. 6'7". Back for it, HAOXI Wang. Skates his way through center. Kostov now. Around the zone. Off the bench is Collins. Played it in deep. Kostov gets it back. We'll throw it around the Oshawa zone again. Barlow on the near side races to it with Frolov. He was able to keep it in. And now Martin onto it. Martin turns in the corner. Behind Oster, plays it to Podrekar. Faked the shot, pulled it back. Podrekar again, sharp angle, throws it into the slot area. Sinovori had it in his skates. Buckley will pick it up. He finds Barlow. Barlow on the outside. Fan on the shot, plays it back for Buckley. Can get a shot away though. Branson turns with it, will dump it in deep. Generals will start a change. Graham in on the forecheck. Took an extra bump from Big Collins. As the play continues on down deep in the Oshawa end. Simon Wang up the boards. Lifted high and out to center. Here's Graham skating onto it. Costello goes to the net. Graham couldn't get by the long reach of Collins. And the overager will lift it high out to center. Where Simon Wang turns away from Zurowski. Good pass to the far blue line. Graham just couldn't handle it. Blake Smith pokes it away from him. Thibodeau. Zurowski to Aspinall. Looking back for Zurowski up front. Tip play stopped by Oster. Good play by the Firebirds. Better save by Oster. Graham tripped up. Looks for a call. Not going to get it. And Morelli will skate it away.
Yeah, 7-0 game. You don't too often talk about the leading goaltender. Big shot. Nice save there by Day, but Jacob Oster is stopping all 22 shots he's faced. And times as far as defenders go, if we don't really say your name that often, that can be a good thing, right? So Simon Wang has had a regular shift here tonight. He hasn't been sheltered or protected by any means. And while in addition to what we already know about him with the smooth skating stride and the size that he brings to the table, he's been very strong defensively here tonight and responsible in doing so.
Yeah, it was another busy scout room as he gets a long shot away there, and Day had to fight that off. It is 10-minute misconducts for unsportsmanlike conduct that are handed out to Anderson and Figliameni. Tom bats at a puck, puts it deeper in his own zone. Martin turns with it in the corner. Comes to Ethan Toms. Skate away with it to Franson. Franson got the tail end of a hip check from Frolov. It's back up as Fellinger takes it around his own net. Frolov under pressure from Toms. Steals the puck and then got his stick.
Possibly be on the move.
If you're looking for high-end goal scoring or help on your power play, Pinelli is that kind of guy. 30 seconds remaining. Rogowski cross for Danford. He looks ahead. Costello has Toms out there looking for the hat trick. Toms will pass it off, though. He was looking for Simon Wang. He was jumping up in the final minute. Back the other way. Petrie gains the line, takes a shot. That one hit Toms in the back of the leg. Another shot hard. And rings around the boards. They'll count it down with 3 seconds remaining. It's a shutout for Jacob Oster.